Hi, gang. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another NFL Sunday, Week 7. Isn't it amazing? One thing about the NFL season, the weeks go fast. It's amazing how fast they come in. You know what I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got some. Today is not a good. This is not a good week for football. Tomorrow night sucks. I won't be on tomorrow night. Even though I'll be checking out the new Patriots young quarterback tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow's eh, not a great day for football. You know, and good morning to all of you. Yesterday, I keep it real in here. The night show wasn't as good as the day show. The day show yesterday was one of the best shows I ever did. And again, I don't care for views and all that shit. What I care about is giving people good, good topics. And the one thing that we did well yesterday was there were some Laker fans in the chat room, and they couldn't believe about how desperate it is for them to, how desperate it is for them right now that they have to win some games. Because if they lose today and then next 8 games, folks, including the Nuggets twice this week, it's not going to be good for them. Okay. And I told these guys that they lose today, I think it's going to be a different thing for two teams. I think for Portland, that young group of players will begin to believe in Billups. And I think one of the good things Billups has done is he's playing Shaden Sharp early. You have to do that. If you don't know who Shaden Sharp is, he's the high flying rookie who they compare to Bryant, Kobe. That's right, the late Kobe Bryant and Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves. And and so far so good. The kid is learning the right way. It's a good thing. Oh. And Los Angeles, this is a critical game for them. They have to win. And if they lose today, what's going to end up? What you're going to see more and more as time goes on with them is you're going to see similar to last year, but it could be worse. Because I'm going to say it again. Your imperious leader, Bron, already let you know 2 years ago. Again, LeBron sycophants, the national media, they just see LeBron and they cream all over themselves. But what they don't understand is what the man's telling you. He already accomplished what he had to accomplish in Los Angeles. Already got the ring in the bubble. He was paid to bring a championship to Los Angeles. He has done it. Okay, his television projects so far so good for LeBron. Give him a lot of credit. That's what he's out to Southern California to do. Better quality of life. His 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 um his family loves it out there. His baby girl, the boys love it. So why mess up a great opportunity and a happy wife, happy life? In LeBron circles, that is real. And I think Los Angeles fans have to come to realize, and the Laker fans out in Southern California are great Laker fans. They're not the bandwagon. They're the number one team in Southern California, bar none. Okay, and for some people, the best team around the world. That brand. I'm not going to get into the brand stuff when it comes to them because I'm not a Laker fan, but there is a dark cloud looming over that franchise since the day, that horrible day, nearly 3 years ago, because we're almost near 2023, and he tragically died in January of 2020. The day Kobe Bryant left this earth has casted a big cloud over that franchise. It's going to be a while before they get over that. I think the next kid that will be that mantle for Los Angeles Lakers is in, I'm going to say he's in middle school right now. Nobody knows who he is. It's going to be a while for LA. Just saying. It's going to be a while. Laker fans have to come to accept it that guys got problems. Trading all your draft picks. Next time you got a number one pick is 2027. That's not a good look, Los Angeles. Real talk. Not good. Okay. NBA last night, the favorites obliterated the teams they're supposed to obliterate it, except for one. Philadelphia is now on 3. And with the start, and these are the two teams I picked, one behind them and one ahead of them. Atlanta and Milwaukee's gotten off to great starts. And I told you guys about Atlanta. You guys roll your eyes at me. Atlanta's a good. What they're going to be tested about this year is playing good on the road. Okay, because they can be sloppy. Milwaukee's right on target. The way I thought the Bucks would be. And all I got is Milwaukee and Philly in the East. Maybe Boston, who's off to give Boston credit. They're off to a 3-0 start, so Boston's picked up where they left off. And Uncle Punko's doing his thing, baby. Guys like fools like Vision who listen to the national media and probably go into those nigga sports room sites where all they do is worship LeBron all day. There's a lot of those sports channels out there. You know. Calling Giannis trash. I don't know, man. I think a lot of these North American Negroes are blinded on greatness. Philly off to a 0-3 start. They're lucky they're in the Eastern Conference. Cleveland bouncing back. I believe, I'm going to check the scores right now so I know make sure everything is kosher. Today's NFL sucks. Got Bengals and the Falcons. I think that's a very interesting game today. Dustin Ritter goes back home, but Mariota is playing out of his mind to save his job. Then the late game in the afternoon, San Francisco and the Chiefs. I'll be watching some of that. Well, I'll be watching more of the Blazers and the Lakers because of my loyalty to my Trailblazers. And then the night game, I'm calling it the Who's My Daddy's Bowl between Brian Flores, who I'm pretty sure Tomlin's going to let run the defense tonight completely against Tua Tagovailoa. And I am not watching that Maria Taylor interview with Tua Tagovailoa. I refuse to watch it. I'll tell you what I was watching. 3 great pivots in a row I'm going to watch tonight when I get off the air. I'll stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning watching them. Jeff Darlington was their guest today. That's live right now as we speak. He's the right for the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Tremendous sports writer that now is on television with ESPN. Used to be with NFL Network. For some strange reason, they're keeping him away from South Florida. They say, look, Dolphins are pretty good. And I still have confidence the Dolphins will be good when it's all said and done this year. They just have to tighten up on defense. Uh, love Pittsburgh tonight to cover, but I love Miami winning the game. I got Miami winning 24, 24-20 Dolphins. Uh, the Niner game today is going to be fascinating. Rematch of the Super Bowl. Chiefs are going out there. Christian McCaffrey will play today. So it should be a lit crowd out in the Bay Area. If you're in the chat room, I'll say what's up to you in a second. Let me just check my mail. Say hello to everybody. If you're in there. Not, hey, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes, fellas. Feel me? So 3 good games today. Giants will be interesting. Can they keep with the Cowboys and the Eagles? I think they'll beat Jacksonville today. Um, among other things. But today is a down day for the NFL. You get that sometimes. Not every week is going to be a lit week. And if your team is having a good year out of the blue, New York Jets, every week is exciting for you. Football Giants, every week now it's exciting for you. You're looking forward to the games. Tailgates are better. You know, you're very pumped for your football team. You should be. Dallas really looked good last night. The Mavericks. They looked real good last night. Dallas, I think the most impressive team was Dallas last night. So was San Antonio. San Antonio looked real good last night, winning again on the road. Very good day for everybody involved. Just saying, everybody. Early in the day, you know how I do shit. Okay. Chat room before we ever around the league. Oh, Louis Shirley, Deacon Dave, good morning to both of you. Thank you for coming, family. Hey, Dave, start asking questions if you're still here, family. Apologize for that. I'm doing this. I'm focused, giving people going on. Deacon Dave in the building, the beautiful Louis Shirley in the building. Good to see both of you. There we go. Deacon Dave. Are you at work, bro? I'll keep you entertained, bro. Go ahead, start asking some questions while your boss is not looking at you. Good to see everybody this. Whew. Love doing this. You guys don't know how much I love doing this. Real talk. Good to see both of you this morning. What a great show yesterday morning. If you was in here dealing with the Laker fans in here, it was tremendous. Stayed on topic. We talked on all the topics I brought up, but the Laker one was a big one, and I showed the proof, and they were stunned. Lakerland is in a lot of trouble. All right, let's do the weather, everybody. Uh, Falcons in Cincinnati. A beautiful day in Cincinnati today for football. You know, knowing that boy, he's gonna have a little cocktail this morning, some bacon and eggs. So, Dallas, they can close the roof, but they're gonna stay open with the sun glare. 77, partly cloudy in the home of Raven Knight and T, baby T, capital T, Toya the Texan. He's down there now, loving it in Dallas. Colts and Titans, another good day. 71 degrees at kickoff. Packers and Redskins, 57 degrees and overcast. It is cool up here in the Northeast. Buccaneers and Panthers, 68 degrees and clear. Giants and Jaguars, and that is a good day all over the league, weather-wise. 71 degrees and clear. Baltimore is going to be cloudy, 58 degrees, overcast. Browns and Ravens, that's a big game for both teams. 65 and partly cloudy out in the Rocky Mountains. Jets and the Broncos later this afternoon. I'll get that game in New York, but I'm not watching it. Texans and the Raiders are indoors. Seahawks and the Chargers. That's an interesting game today. Because if Seattle wins this game on the road, they blew the game in New Orleans. They win this game on the road today, they're going to turn the corner with Geno Smith. And I'm telling you, Pete Carroll is loving every minute right now, but Russell Wilson's everybody's punching back. In the big game today, the two big games. First, in San Francisco, the debut of Christian McCaffrey and the rematch of the Super Bowl 3 years ago in South Florida, 66 degrees and clear. Oh, you don't think they're pumped up that the Chiefs are coming to town? In beautiful South Florida. That's right. Beautiful Miami. Moon over Miami. They're showing the quarter moon. 77 degrees and clear at kickoff. I'm calling this the Who's Your Daddy Bowl with Coach Flores and Tua Tagovailoa. That is tonight. I'm pretty sure Tomlin is going to give Flores complete control of calling the defense tonight to get back at Tua. And watch that pregame show tonight. Football Night in America does a tremendous job with their pregame show. 7 o'clock Eastern. They're going to be all over the Flores Tua and the Dolphins situation. Very sad. I was watching some of the ceremony of the 50th anniversary of the undefeated team. A lot of those men on their late 70s now. Dick Anderson looked good, though. And again, Dick Anderson, to me, you can argue the greatest safety or one of the greatest safeties ever played a game. Why he is not in Canton is being. And tomorrow night, I will not be watching this. It will be raining in Foxborough. Another reason why I'll watch a little bit just to see the Patriots quarterback. And the Patriots found one, folks. Don't think they didn't. 59 degrees and light rain in New England tomorrow night. Bears and Patriots. And those are the weather. That is the weather report for every NFL city in this weekend. Okay. Thank you, people in the clouds. Let me go over the games now so you get your early gambling bets in. I picked 3 games today. Iman Perry got 3 games. Iman Perry is 9-10, and I am 12-7. Atlanta's at Cincinnati. 6.5 point favorite is the Bengals. I think this game could end up being a shootout. I'm gonna go with the Bengals today, but if I was a betting man, I would take Atlanta in the points. 6.5 is a lot. I think Atlanta is better than people giving them credit for. This game now is a touchdown. I got it at 6.5. I'm gonna stick where I had it, which is 6.5. I love Dallas today over Detroit. I think Dallas could end up being the supreme team because of their schedule in the NFC. We'll see. Colts at Tennessee. They played 3 weeks ago. Tennessee won at Indianapolis. I'm going to take the Colts to win today. I just do not buy the Titans. I never do. I never do. I just do not like boring football teams. They're one, and the Baltimore Ravens are another. They're this. You rather have a root canal than watch those two teams. Green Bay 4.5 on the Commanders. You know that Carson Wentz is on the DL. I mean on the IR. So damn the kid's name now. Oh, Tyler Heineke will quarterback today. I'm gonna take the Redskins today. I am. I'm gonna take the Redskins. No timetable on when Bryce Young is coming. Trace Young is coming back. Got his name wrong. I'll get his name right. I'm so sorry, guys. My mind's not there sometimes. But the outside linebacker, pass rusher, no timetable. Tampa 2-touchdown favorite on Carolina. I'm gonna leave this game alone. I believe Tampa will win the game. I think Carolina's headed to a 1-16 season. They will have their choice of quarterback in next year's draft. Let's just put it that way. And Tampa, Tom Brady better get his mind straight because if Atlanta wins today in Cincinnati, that's going to be a 2-team race between Atlanta and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love the Giants today getting a field goal in Jacksonville. I do. I was counting the Giants. When did they lose their first game? It was week 3. So they've won 3 in a row since then. I like it when teams get on a winning streak, but after 4-game winning streak, they're going to lose one. I think they win today against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, who are coming back down to earth a little bit. Baltimore and Cleveland. I'm going to take Cleveland with the points. I just do not buy the Ravens. I never do. And Lamar has come back to earth a little bit. Just saying. I'm gonna take the Browns in the 6.5 today. Jets and Broncos. I am taking the Jets to win the game outright. Jets are favored in Rocky Mountain High, and Russell Wilson is a game time decision. A lot of people do not buy that he's really hurt, and that's a damn shame. I don't know if he's truly hurt, and Russ is my boy. I don't know, but every time he loses a game, it's an injury report. We'll see. I think the Broncos could be heading to oblivion. And they don't have their picks. Seattle got their first and second round picks. So, whew. Love the Texans to cover on the Raiders. I think the Raiders season is dead. They gave a valiant try in Kansas City 2 weeks ago. I think Raiders win, Texans cover. I'm not playing that game. In this game here, the point spread has gone down from 8.5 to 4.5. In most places is 5 points now. I'm gonna leave this game alone. but it wouldn't surprise me if Seattle pulls off the upset in LA against the Chargers. I love the Chiefs over the Niners today. They're only getting a point and a half. I know it's the debut of Christian McCaffrey, but I think the Chiefs got something going. And plus, the Chiefs are coming off a loss. Both teams are coming off a loss. But when you have the best quarterback in the sport and he's coming off a loss, and I think that the Niners are teething at what happened 3 years ago. They were rocked, and they should have put that game on ice. But again, Jimmy G overthrew a wide open Emmanuel Sanders. My game tonight, the point spread's up to 7.5. I'm definitely taking the Steelers in the 7.5. And how could you not? The Steelers feeling a little better about themselves. Miami's defense is very inconsistent. Tua is coming back tonight, but this is the type of defense, and especially who's calling the calls, that can put him out to his misery. And if Tua lights it up, he puts Brian Flores out in his misery. So it goes either way. Tua lights it up tonight, hit Waddle. I don't know if Waddle's going to play. I'll give you the injury report, 12:30 Eastern time. But I love the Steelers to cover tonight. I love the Dolphins to win the game 24-20. A closer win than people think. Dolphins are not 7.5 points better than anybody. Okay, let's call it a spade here. I'm not like a lot of these delusional Dolphin fools who treat their team like they won 10 Super Bowls and they haven't won one in 50 years and 49 years. That's why they're celebrating the 50th anniversary tonight. And for this guy, a certain guy, I'm not going to mention his name, this white guy, to try and tell me a couple of weeks ago that this team right here, presently constituted, is better than the dynasty that started, that put the city of Miami on the map. That's why I always say Dolphin fans are the most ignorant, delusional sports fans, especially down in Miami. Everywhere else, they're reasonable. And, that's why they don't win. You know what I'm saying? And the Bears tomorrow against New England, I'm going to leave this game alone because the Bears got horrible quarterback play from Fields, and the Patriots think they found the Messiah at quarterback. And I'll tell you one thing about this kid who is starting for New England. God damn, he throws a pretty football. Throws a very beautiful football. And that is week 7 of the National Football League. Not too many games are enticing. This week, not a great week for football. At least I get the Niner game today in New York. Niners and the Chiefs. Well, I'll be watching the Lakers and the Blazers. 3:30 Eastern time. I'll be watching that very closely on both sides. Because if LA loses this game, folks, what they got coming up, you talk about the NBA's abyss. Stephen A. Smith said they'll be done by Thanksgiving. I'll say they'll be done by the Lakers will be done by Election Day. Real talk. And the teams who, by the way, in the NBA, the teams who you think to be tanking, they are winning so far. It only takes a split. All right. Oh, Marty's in the building. What's up, Marty? You're missing church. Whose auntie do I need to tell? Good morning, Marty. He was great yesterday. Everybody, if you want to come up, come up. I'm about to drop the link. Good to see you, Marty. Marty out in Oakland, California. It's good to see him. How about the Houston Astros? Yeah, the Yankees are done. And it's good. It's beautiful to see the Yankees and the Mets meaningless in baseball this time of the year for me. The football teams, I'll give a break because they've been bad for so long in the 2010s. And, the Knicks, there's a little place in my heart, even though I can't stand them. But I'm glad to see the Knicks doing very well. The hockey teams, I don't have a problem with. You know what? At my age now, I'm having a little soft heart for New York sports, even though I don't like the teams. Rangers, I love their fan base, and their Hispanic heritage jerseys were absolutely gorgeous. Whoever designed those jerseys for the Rangers did a great job. No, I love the Ranger jerseys, by the way. They're cool. They're cool. Let me check the NHL last night. Anybody want to come up? Come up. Good morning to Manzano. Good morning to my man, Mr. Miami. Hey, I'm not going to go that route that a lot of the national media is calling it. They're calling the Dolphins and the Steeler game tonight the Concussion Bowl with Tua and Kenny Pinkett. I'm not going to go that route with the game tonight, but I think that's kind of sick and prickly by the national media that Manzano is here. Get this started this morning. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Mace. Hey, I have a question. So, is the
Hey.
national media already feeling that the Bucks are in rebuild mode with Tom Brady falling off the cliff like he has?
They believe that because he's married for a long time, they believe that it's really affecting his life. And I do agree with that. I told you guys that marriage wasn't going to last 2 years ago.
No, me and you were joking about it. Like,
I was that serious about it.
no. But after that whole situation with her threatening to take the kids away, you really think he wants to be married to her again?
I think Tom Brady has a little girl. Okay, and when daddies don't see their baby girls, it affects their daughters a lot. And you gotta understand, in that predicament, she wears the pants in the family. She's the breadwinner in the family. If
What?
Giselle Bundchen right now, if they offer her $100 million to do a swimsuit gig, she'll take the money and do it because she's still gorgeous and she's still in tremendous shape.
Yeah, no, but people forget football players make a lot of money on endorsements too. So
Tom Brady is not in her league, bro. Giselle Bundchen is known all around the galaxy. What do you think sells more, Tony? Beautiful women or good-looking men? It's always the beautiful women.
I was gonna say both, but you're right.
I mean, Mac Jones is going to lose his job. That's what's going to happen to him. He may be traded next spring, depending on teams who need a quarterback. Mr. Miami really going in on Kenny Pickett. No, I told you guys this. And when he signed that 10-year, $375 million deal with Fox, I said it's over. Because, like I tell everybody, when you're doing television as a football announcer, commentator, or you're a sideline reporter, you got to be at the game you're doing on Thursday. So, let's say Fox is Dallas. Let's be real about this. Dallas is winning right now. They look good. He's going to be in Dallas almost every other week. You think Gazelle's going to put up with that shit?
No.
And Tom Brady said the other day in his press conference, he's nowhere finished playing football. So what did they tell you?
He doesn't want to be home.
Not only that, if Miami's interested, he'll be there next spring. He's not staying in Tampa. For what? That team, you know what's the problem with Tampa Bay? He's part of it. Well, another problem with Tampa Bay, their offensive line are all out for the year.
And don't forget,
Don't
forget they still have Bruce Arians there in the front office,
who was on the sidelines a couple of weeks ago when they played the Saints. Let me read Mr. Miami. God, San Francisco stole McCaffrey. I'll get into that again in a few minutes. All right, Mr. Miami popping crap. Yeah, Brady. He's not getting. Tom Brady's not. It's getting a little older in the face.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have. What's up, insane one? Good morning, family. He don't have the baby face look like he had 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, no, yeah, no, and mm, and let's be honest. With Tom, he's very stuck up. Seems very stuck up. Am I right or
Brady's a good dude, bro. He's a good
am I
dude.
think of Aaron Rodgers and like Andrew Luck that are like that?
Luck is good. Luck when he played was a good dude. He's just too educated for everybody else.
people couldn't stand that he was very educated.
Of
Is that what
course.
it was?
The Stanford education, yes.
He would lord it over everybody, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This
That
is
stuff,
why
Star P.
Mace, this is why this is why I feel that a guy like I like Peyton because the guy seems very down to earth. Like he's not very stuck up and stuff like that.
Hey, I interviewed him 25 years ago. One of the nicest people I've ever met, bro. And he
Did you
gave
ever
me time
interview
too. My
Eli?
nephew is making that, by the way. He's making that. He's gonna make that DVD, and when he does, I'll let you guys see that interview with me and him, bro. He
Did
is.
you ever do? Did you ever interview Eli?
Nah, I wasn't doing it when Eli came into the league. I wasn't doing that then, but I got Peyton. Peyton was tremendous.
Did you ever?
He was surprised I knew the roster like I did. That's why he gave me the time. If you acting ditzy like a lot of those women did back in those days, a little different.
So you don't have you don't you're not taking the 7.5 points for the Dolphins?
Oh,
Mace, is it me or have you noticed this with the defense too? Like that it feels like Xavier has fallen off the cliff
yes.
a little bit.
Yes. I see the Dolphins next year's draft. They will sign with all that free agent money. With all that free agent money, they will sign a corner, and with that first round pick, they will draft a corner.
You don't see them drafting 2 rookies?
No.
Because this is an honest question. I was too young to remember. Did they draft both Surtain and Madison, or did Sam Madison come from another team?
It drafted both of them, Madison 1 year and Surtain the next. Both second round picks.
Is a free agent class 4 for quarterbacks in a deep?
I'll find out for you right now. Let me go take at the list. What up, though? What up, though? Yeah, though, Hella Factory. What's up, Star P? There you go, Star P in the building. Let me go and take a look at that for you.
It's deep, but I'm wondering if there's any superstars in free agency next year at the position.
Well, that the superstar players, they get they get re-signed, except if you're the Patriots, because the Patriots don't want to pay nobody.
This is what happens with the. This is why I can't stand Patriots fans. They complain that their team has no superstars, but blame your front office and Bill Belichick. The guy is a cheapskate.
No, the Patriot fan believe in Belichick, bro. it's your team in basketball where your fans are losing faith. And I'm gonna say it again. Tua comes out, folks, and let's just say pick up where he left off, being a game manager. Miami's winning consistent games again. I don't. Whoever's the Lon Pros and the Randy Levine of the Miami Heat, they're not going to be happy. And Riley does have his stooges. Don't think he doesn't.
Oh no! Oh, hey Mace, you're giving me. It's Andy Ellsberg.
Okay, Andy Ellsberg is not going to be happy if Tua picks up where he left off and take the Dolphins to the playoffs. He will. That Miami front office will not be a happy group.
Oh, hey, you're gonna be surprised, Mace. Apparently, uh, the trade deadline comes up for basketball is in December, right? Am I correct?
Nah, right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but there was articles talking about what teams are going to be doing trades, but they actually said the Dolphins the Heat might try to get Miles Turner.
He's hurt out right now. He's out for a while.
Oh no, not Miles Turner. My mistake. Damn it, the center.
Yeah, that's Miles Turner, Indiana. Yeah.
No, Mo Bamba.
Oh, you can get him for nothing.
Yeah, or we might trade for the kid from Sacramento.
All right, I'm trying to find who's the top. Jamel Dean is a free agent. He's on Tampa Bay. He's the best of the list. I don't know who Jamel Dean is, but he must be pretty good to be ranked number 4 in the entire free agency list. All right. Sean Payton just gave the Packers the kiss of death. He said they will not make the playoffs. I wish Mr. Miami was up here because I will say something to him that will make him go nuts in a happy way. I'll wait till Miami gets up here, then I'll mention it. But hey, I told you guys it was going to be a long year for that franchise. Let me say this about Green Bay. This is what happens when your star player and their front office have a serious disconnect.
No,
it leads to stuff
Mace,
like this.
You're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked. Actually, in November, apparently the Dolphins might trade Gesicki to the Packers for a first round pick, a second, and a third.
Yeah, because Gesicki will help them a lot. I'll say this: if they get Gesicki, Rodgers will throw 2 passes to him, and you know what Rodgers is going to tell the coach? Who those 2 are fighting now. They're at odds. Matt LaFleur and Rodgers. He's going to tell LaFleur, I don't want to ever see these rookies on the field again. As long as I'm here, they are not on the field. Do we understand? That's exactly what he's going to
do. Aaron needs to calm down. I admit I'm an Aaron fanboy, but the guy takes it too far.
Aaron? Yeah, he does. If you like Aaron, like I used to love him. Now I
he's becoming more and more like Brett.
Yeah, he's a joke now. Aaron, I hate to say it, but Aaron Rodgers is a clown, bro. He's a clown. Every time you look up, he's crying about this. He's crying about, and here's the sad part. He does it very quietly. If you want to see what Aaron Rodgers truly feels, watch him with Pat McAfee. He is great on Pat McAfee. Let me see who else is in here. Vision's in the building.
They say Jordan loved to.
Brownie's in the building. Good morning, my love. Brownie Ellie in the building. Yeah, Green Bay is on the verse. Is on the. Look at you, Mon. Let me say hello to both of them. Oh man. First, the beautiful brownie Ellie gracious us with her beautiful presence this morning. God is great. Good morning, my love. Kiss the beautiful baby for me, for Brownie. Visions in the building. Well, unfortunately, if you want to hear my opinion about the Lakers and about the Fin Man, which is Kevin Durant, you're gonna have to wait till late tonight to get that opinion.
Yeah,
And of
Iman.
course,
The issue with that though is you say Gesicki is not worth the first round pick, but a team that's desperate for offense like the Packers would trade a first round pick for Gesicki. Let's be honest.
Manzano, some of the best words that ever came out of your mouth. Hubby said, "Bear it down, okay." Tell hubby that tell hubby that me and you are cool. That's as far as it goes. Real talk. Tell him to relax. We're good.
Wait a minute, Iman. Why don't you think that? Because why do you think the Packers aren't desperate enough to do something like that? Because Aaron's already complained that the rookie receivers aren't doing anything. So in terms of production,
Manzano, take that. I'll be right back.
yeah, no, Iman, I disagree with you. A team like the Packers, they're desperate. Aaron Rodgers has been complaining that these young receivers are not producing, so they need a guy like he might need a. They would trade. They the Packers are desperate enough. They would do that.
Let me see what Iman's saying now. When was the last time the Packers trade? Hey, Iman, it's desperate times, bro. It's desperate times for you guys, man. It is desperate times for you guys right now in Lambeau, bro. I'm up here chilling right now. My boys are in Mr. Miami will be up after he eats breakfast. I'm chilling right now.
The only for me,
Family's in
the only
here.
two teams that would be willing to
Iman
trade
is
for
in here.
Gesicki, Mace. For
Iman
me,
got the Patriots tomorrow night, got the Buccaneers and the Jets today as his free picks. I got the Steelers 7.5 to cover that. I got the Giants covering the field goal.
who are the Chiefs playing, Mace?
Iman's my boy. So being ride and die together. Running right now. What a good
I had the
day.
Dolphins winning, but I take the
Me
points.
was have a blessed day to be alive. That's all we all should strive for, to live to see another day, to be around each other, to talk to each other. 9 and 10, bro. You took a big slide in 9 and 10, but you can make it back up coming up. Manzano still here?
Yeah, no. For me, Mace, the
Yeah,
team.
Manzano's still here. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Packers are good. I'm gonna tell you right now, Iman. When you go to Buffalo next Sunday night, what they did to the Steelers, I promise you, they'll try their hardest to do it to Rodgers too on the national stage. You can bet on that. Speaking of, you know what? I'll tell Mr. Miami in the chat right now so he can celebrate one. But I was going to tell him. I'll tell you right now, Mr. Miami. That may be Christmas Day, the day that you'll get your greatest Christmas gift of all, eliminating Green Bay from the playoffs altogether.
Hey, Mace, I have a question. Why do you say it like Stephen A. when you say Matt LaFleur's name?
Well, I got it from him, but it sounds funny because I don't like him either. I told the room Friday night about the little kid who tugged him on his pants. I had a panel Friday night, and
Oh yeah, that was
Prince
so
Pierre couldn't believe it. He was like, "Are you serious, Mace?" I said, "Little 7-year-old said, you the coach?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I heard Rodgers is going to San Francisco. What's up with that?"
Yeah, no, like every time I hear that story, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is.
When Mike Florio told that story, I was on the floor. And Chris Sims was even funny. He said, "Well, you know how it is. Everybody owns the team in that town. They know what these players are doing."
So you think, Mace? This is an honest question. Do you think Aaron maybe goes into free agency and tries to sign with another team?
If he doesn't make the playoffs, I think he would demand a trade. This time, yeah. He said, "Hey, let Jordan Love have this mess. I'm going where I can win."
Hey, Mace, can you explain what the hell's happening with the Raiders?
They're done, bro. When that coach, when Josh McDaniels went for the 2-point conversion on that Monday night game in Kansas City, and instead of tying the game, and they stopped the Chiefs, got the ball back, they could have easily won that game. He lost the team right there. And you know how you can tell? When Devontae Adams shoved that cameraman on the floor walking back to the locker room.
Is the NFL going to fine Adams for that, you think?
They already did.
Oh, yeah. I heard originally they were going to suspend him, not just fine him. As a Dolphins fan, Mace, would you be okay with trading for Aaron Rodgers?
Well, you know, I'm looking at why I stayed quiet. Are you kidding me? They're now hyping up Marcus Mariota. Fox, are you serious? Wow.
Mace, you don't know. Honestly, I think I understand why they did it, but I think it's a mistake. Can you really trust McCaffrey to stay healthy?
No. But they gave up nothing to get him. All they gave him was a 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5 next year in the draft.
I originally heard it was 3 first-round picks. What happened?
No. The Panthers got a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th this year and the 5th next year. They stole them. Just like Miami did this year with Tyreek Hill. Has the Chiefs' defense looked any better?
No.
Well, Miami won the trade. You know that. What's up, Eric? Good morning to you, family. Do you know that Tyreek Hill is on pace to get 2,000 yards this year as a receiver?
Yeah.
No, real talk.
I know. How about, do you think the Packers would do this, Mace? Gesicki for Rodgers?
Hell no. No. Yep, stick a fork in the Broncos and Raiders. I agree with that, Mr. Miami. No.
Did they say Russ is injured?
Boy,
Mace?
you get... Hey, Iman, why don't you come up here? Here's the link. He's your man. Rodgers is your man. Come on up, bro. Just come up, bro. See, Manzano, when you get Rodgers fans riled up, bro. Oh, Manzano dropped off. Okay. You say good morning to Eric Bird in the building. Oh my God. Marcus Mariota now is getting the love. Are you kidding me? All right, Manzano's back. Are you kidding me? Marcus Mariota? Boy. And let me take a guess. Christina Pank. You're saying that you're so happy for him, really? Would you say the same to Geno Smith, who's having a 10 times better year than him? Would you say it to Geno Smith, honey? I don't think so.
The football media in general is selective on who they want
Who
to
they
be
like,
happy.
yeah. Facts. You think that,
Mariota's a Hawaiian kid, uh, a young Hawaiian kid. I don't mean to be racist, but it feels like they don't want to get behind the black quarterbacks.
exactly. You hit it right on the point, Manzano.
Russell's the exception. He's a
Well,
corporate man.
there you go. He acts white, yes.
To
Would
a
you
certain
be?
extent, can you say the same thing about what's his face, Mahomes?
They like Mahomes.
No, that's what I'm saying. Can you say he's kind of corporate, sort of?
No, Mahomes is good people. And his father was a damn good middle reliever in his baseball career.
Yeah, his father, I think, played for the Indians or something like
The
that.
Twins and the Mets. That's why when he first started as a starting quarterback back in 2018, every time you would see him walk into the building, Patrick Mahomes, I'm gonna pop you up in a second. Uh, he will always wear his father's Met jersey going to games and a Mets cap
Oh, he's a Mets fan?
because of his father. His father pitched for the 2000 Mets.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
you and Iman about to go at it. I'll let you two go at it about Rogers and Mike Gesicki. What's up, family?
Hey, Iman.
Good morning to you, bro.
Hey, what's happening, Mace? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Go
Chilling,
ahead. You two
man.
can go at it about
Nah,
Rogers and Gesicki, bro. Go
I
ahead.
ain't gonna be that long. No, this is the only reason, man. The last time that they traded a first round, I don't even remember the last time they traded a first round pick. So I don't think it's gonna happen. But if you look at their schedule, they got at least 7 more winnable games. All right. So they
Let's
got who
go through
next?
it. Let's
Huh?
go through it. Let's go
All right.
through it.
Who they got next? Washington.
They should win that today.
They should win
Yes.
that game, right? All right. They should win that. All right. Maybe Buffalo. All right. Maybe not.
They have no shot there.
They
Bro.
have no shot. Hey, crazier things have happened. All right. But Detroit. Detroit
Of
doesn't have a
course, they're gonna
defense.
beat the sorry ass Lions.
Yeah, and they got
That's
them
2
twice.
wins out there.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. So that's 1 with Washington, 2 with Detroit. That's 3 games. That's winnable already. They got Dallas. All right, Dallas could probably beat them. They got Tennessee. Tennessee is a winnable game.
I would agree with that.
That's 4. That's 4 more wins already. Right,
Yeah, I would agree with
4,
that.
and then you got Chicago again.
They should
5
win
more.
that one.
So that's 5 more wins.
You got
And
Miami.
and then they got Miami. So that's probably 6 right there. They got the Rams.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Miami.
I don't know
If
about that. We'll see.
Miami's
That could be a
healthy.
toss up.
I don't know about that,
Because
family.
that could be a toss up. But yeah.
No,
So they got
but
that.
the reason, Iman,
And
the
then they got
reason why I
Detroit
said
again.
it's desperate, they're desperate because their young receivers are not the producing. And Aaron's been complaining to the media, specifically to Pat McAfee, that his young receivers are not producing and stuff
Trash.
like that.
Bro, that don't mean nothing.
It does mean
always
something. If your franchise quarterback for the last
they not going to
16
trade.
years don't like
Bro,
what you got around them.
if they didn't trade in the draft to get Justin Jefferson, what they gonna do? Go get a tight end? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but Gesicki, but hold on. Gesicki's more of a receiving tight end, and to be real with you, he will be better than anything Green Bay got right now. Let's call a spade a spade. He's not bad.
Out there. So, but they not that desperate, bro. Trust me. They can win. They can win at least 7 more games without Gesicki.
No, but the trading deadline is coming up in the middle of November, right, Mace? Is it?
They're not trading a first round for that dude, bro. That'd be a big waste.
You
For
don't
real.
think why do you say it's a big waste? They need
waste.
receiving help.
They don't. If I was them, if they really that scared about the season, I would tank the season and just freaking go on to the next season and get somebody from the draft. That makes no sense to wait. He's been in the league for how long? Like what, 6, 7 years?
No, Gesicki's
First
been
round.
in the league. Gesicki's been in the league for 3 years. He was drafted
I'll
in
be right
20.
back.
He was drafted in 2019. So 4 years. He's been in the league 5 years.
Let's see. Yeah, 5 years. That's still a long time. Yeah, any big injuries?
Not really. Like small injuries, like hamstrings and stuff like that. That's all.
Bro, I'm not trading the first round pick for a tight end, bro. No.
Unless it's like Travis Kelce or something like that.
Not even him, because he's old. How many more years he got? Mark Andrews, I probably would trade a first rounder for Mark Andrews. Now I would trade a first rounder for Mark Andrews.
So would you give up a second and a third for Gesicki?
No, I would not. First rounder is enough.
Based on his production, don't you think he outplayed his draft position though?
Who?
Don't you think a team based on his production the past few years, don't you think he outplayed his draft position though? He was drafted in the second round.
Who?
Usually a team would trade above the draft position. They would give up a first round pick or something if the players outplayed their production. They
talking about Gesicki?
Yeah.
I would not trade a first rounder for him, man.
So you wouldn't even trade a third?
Second and third, all right, but not a first rounder.
Depending on where you guys are, you don't care? Like if you're
they gonna win 10 games, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's in the bottom, if they win 10 games, if the Packers win 10 games, is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna be, and they make the playoffs, they're gonna be probably in the bottom of the draft. So you would
trade in the draft if you want to do that. And teams are going to need quarterbacks. A receiver might fall because the next draft is looking like it's going to be kind of packed with quarterbacks and receivers.
No, actually, they say the strongest position is defense again next year, specifically the corners.
You can still get a good receiver in the draft. I would rather go with the draft, bro, instead of trading for a first rounder for a tight end, bro. They not that desperate. Trust me. The Packers rarely trade their first rounders.
But
no matter how much
Aaron, the way you hear Aaron speaking though, Iman though, it seems like he is desperate.
He spoke like that the year before when Adams was out. So him speaking like that does not convince me that they're gonna trade a first rounder for a tight end, bro. A first and a second and a third? Come on, man. They trying to do the Herschel Walker trade all over again. They got Aaron Rodgers. That's the most valuable piece they got. They can try to go get Odell Beckham or try to get somebody else. That's what I would do.
Do you think Aaron, like, let's say hypothetically the Packers, I think they win, but let's say hypothetically they lose against the Lions, which I don't think happens. Let's say hypothetically they do. It's any given Sunday in football. Let's say they lose to the
given
Lions.
Sunday in football, they could beat the Bills, right?
Yeah, I can say that too.
They're gonna get at least 7 wins.
Yeah, but do you think that Aaron goes to the front office and demands a trade if this continues to happen? That these young receivers are not producing and stuff like that, or
then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna trade in the draft and get a quarterback and let Aaron Rodgers go. Because the only reason they haven't bumped Jordan Love up is because he's not ready to go yet, and they don't know if he's probably ever gonna be ready or if he's that good as they thought. Because if that was true, they would have replaced Aaron Rodgers already.
So you think they might just draft?
They wouldn't have kept him.
So you think next year's draft they might try to draft a young kid like a Van Dyke or like a Will Levis or something like that?
If that is the case, if Aaron Rodgers really becomes a headache, then yeah.
Wait,
Crazy things have
in
happened.
your opinion, like you're a Packers fan, correct?
No, Giants.
No, but in your opinion, who do you blame for that situation, Aaron, or do you blame that front office like Gutekunst and stuff like that for not building around Aaron? Is it Aaron's fault, or is it a mixture of both?
No, it's the front office. They went and got Jordan Love when they should have got a receiver that year.
Don't get me started.
Right.
Don't get me started.
Now, have they drafted well? Yes, the Packers do draft well. They do. They drafted.
All right, then let me ask you a
Drafted
question. Let me ask you a question. You know, I followed that team for a long time because I was a big Brett Favre groupie. Please explain to me 2 Super Bowls with 2 of the greatest quarterbacks to walk this planet in 30 years.
They in the Midwest. You know it's rigged, bro.
You know what the problem? No. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Everything you said, you on point. No, I'm gonna argue everything you said. But don't you think that was their biggest detriment? That they believed too much. Ted Thompson believed too much in the draft and didn't sign free agents. And let's be real here. You're gonna like what I'm about to say. And Manzano, he's talking real talk. Oh, Manzano dropped off. Remember, when they signed Charles Woodson, how did that work out?
Great.
There you go. He didn't take he didn't take more risk in free agency. That was their downfall.
Before he came there, right?
Yeah.
He was already great where he was before.
Yes.
Is he top 5, top 10?
Tight end? Yes, he is.
All right, I don't know about that. Let me see.
Even not right now because they don't from the football, but talent-wise, yes. He got the blessing from both the guy in San Francisco and Travis Kelce.
I don't care about their blessing. I care about the yards, man.
Well, maybe if he goes to hold on, maybe if he goes to Rodgers, he will get you the yards and the touchdowns which you've been looking for. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, but I don't need a first-round pick for him. That's it. That's what I'm saying here. Come on, man.
Well, remember, you're dealing.
I would get him for the second rounder, and I will save my first rounder.
Remember, though, you're dealing with Dolphin fans that are looking at it the other way. But that report is accurate, though, a first and a second for him. I wouldn't do that if I'm Green Bay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
I would agree with you. Yeah.
Not
I just like to pull your chain a little bit. I would agree with that.
And if I'm Green Bay, I got Aaron Rodgers, second greatest quarterback of all time.
We'll argue about that one day, but I feel you. I feel you. But Iman, remember one thing. Be honest about this. As Platinum and Elite joins us. Be honest about this. Has the organization front office let him down? Yes or no?
Yes. Overall, yes.
Why?
Because they didn't get the key pieces that they needed to at the time.
Also admit something else.
So what?
Also admit something else.
What? Go ahead.
Rodgers is a prick.
Favre was a prick.
No, hold on. This is real talk. Hold on. This is real talk. Okay. He's a prick. He's hard to deal with personally. He's not let's just say the happy, joyous guy that you would think he is. And let's be honest, Brian Gutekunst, who's your GM, is an asshole. So it works both ways. Let me ask you this. Then I'm gonna let Platinum. We do the picks with Platinum real quick. Let me ask you this question. I said this up here, didn't I, Manzano, Mr. Miami? What I'm about to say. I said, watch the Packers with those first 2 number 1 picks. Stick it to Aaron and didn't give him a receiver. Did they take a receiver with the first round picks?
No.
There you go.
That's why they're stupid.
There you go. That's my point.
That plays on the organization that I'm the GM of, that I'm trying to win a championship for. To stick it, that makes no damn sense.
Well,
you see what I mean? How backwards they are?
They are Midwesterners. Midwestern people think backwards. Yes.
Is he from the Midwest?
Rodgers is from California, but the GM, yeah, he's from Wisconsin. What's up, Platt? You want to go through the picks, brother?
All right, man.
What's up, bro?
All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, man. I love you, man. Be good, man.
All right,
what's up, Platt? How you doing,
all right.
family?
What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, Mace?
Man. I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'll go ahead and hop into this, man. Which game you want to start with, Mace?
Well, we'll start from the top, family. We'll start from the top. Baltimore and Cleveland. What do you think of that one?
You know, I'm disappointed in what is the quarterback's name? The brother
Lamar
from Baltimore.
Jackson.
Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson.
I'm disappointed in him. He's just so unpredictable. He misses wide open throws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's he'll fumble. He's actually cost him a game. Ah, man.
I'm glad you're saying this to let other people hear you say this, because the guys we know, they're in your chat room, they're in my chat room. They destroy me up here. No lie, Platinum, about Lamar Jackson. And everything you just said out of your mouth is what I've been saying about Lamar Jackson the 2 years I've been up here, bro.
So,
I'm glad you said it and I didn't.
But Platt, can you blame Lamar being inconsistent that with his throws and stuff? Also, that he doesn't really have good or great receivers and stuff like that.
Good. I mean, you can make that case, but he still needs to. He shouldn't be making mistakes like this at this point.
Okay.
You know, so we'll see. I don't know if they're going to cover the 7. Was it 7 points? Now, is Cleveland down to Justin Dobbs? I saw somewhere they said it was on Justin Dobbs was going to get the call.
Oh, Joshua? Yeah, they're down to Joshua Dobbs.
Oh, so now is he playing now, or is this his first start?
He's been a backup in the league for like 3 years.
No. Who has he? Did he play in the last game for Cleveland, or is this his first start?
No, he played at the end of the game, but this is his first start.
Okay. That's gonna be an interesting game, man. And all honesty,
Cincinnati, who you got, Platt? Atlanta and Cincinnati, who you got, family?
Well, I was gonna finish the Cleveland pick, but I take Cleveland in the points. Now you say Atlanta, Cincinnati. I'm taking Cincinnati.
6.5 Bengals. You taking the Bengals? Okay.
Yeah, I take the Bengals. I'm still not sold on Atlanta. I know Mariota's doing good, but yeah, I take the Bengals. Bengals have heated up now. So,
yeah, and I'm taking. By the way, in that game, I'm taking Cleveland to cover. I was fixing my headphones. I love Dallas today getting a touchdown. I'll take it. They're playing the Lions.
I don't know. I take the Lions, man. With him coming back, I personally think that I think he's gonna be a little rusty, but I also think that it's gonna be a controversy because I think he's gonna. I'm gonna take the Lions, and we'll just see how things play out. I'll take the Lions.
No problem, brother. They played 3 weeks ago. Tennessee won in Indianapolis. Tennessee's 2.5-point favorite at home. I'm gonna take the Colts because they always split. I'm gonna take the Colts on the road.
Okay, I can rock with you on that. I don't know what's going on with Tennessee. I don't know. I'll take the Colts. I'll take the Colts.
All right.
I'll take Tennessee, but I see the Colts covering.
All right. We just finished talking about this team up here for the last 20 minutes. Green Bay 4.5 over the Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders because Wentz is out for a while, and they're going with Tyler Heineke, the quarterback they should have been going with in the first place. I'm gonna take the Commanders plus 4.5 at home against Green Bay.
I stay with Green Bay.
Okay. Tampa 13.5. This spread opened at 5. It's now 13.5. Tampa Bay on the road against Carolina.
Well, like I predicted, when I see they've been talking about the way Brady's been playing, I said his situation with his wife would come back. I said he's never had that. He's never had to be that guy who's going home to an empty house. Well, whatever they're going through, whatever dynamic, it was going to affect his play. And I think that's way too many points. I take the points.
Okay. I love the Giants today on the road in Jacksonville. I'm going to take the Giants plus 3 At Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville is falling back down to earth a little bit.
I take
Okay.
Jackson, actually.
Okay, I take the Giants. I rock with you on that. I take the Giants.
All right. I'm going to take the Jets because I'm going to leave Russell Wilson alone. I know you love to beat him down. The latest is he's a game time decision. This point spread went from Denver at 7.5 to open to now the Jets a 1.5 to win outright. I'm gonna take the Jets to win outright. The Jets are rolling right now.
Yeah, the problem with the Broncos is Russell's inconsistent play.
Yes.
And eventually he's going to win a game. Okay. It's just, we know that he's going to clear and they're going to win a game. He's overdue. But Jets, I don't think it'll be the Jets. I think Jets going to go in there and flat out beat them.
That's why I said, I'm taking the Jets outright.
I'm not going to say it's going to be his fault. I'm saying that might actually be today might actually be his best game of the season, but I don't think they can beat the Jets, period.
I agree with that.
So Mason Platinum with Russ back. You guys are talking about Russ. Do you think the way he plays finally caught up with him? Like he's falling off the cliff a little bit now.
That's what they're saying. That's what Platinum believes. He said that last week, right, Black?
Yeah.
There you go.
Most quarterbacks is about 10 years.
Yeah. And he's taken a lot of hits. I watched him every week since he was in college at NC State. He's taken a beating through the years and never had an offensive line in Seattle, by the way. You don't got one in Denver now. I'm going to take the Texans plus a touchdown, +7 at the Raiders.
Plus, okay. Well, I take the Raiders. I just take the Raiders. I'm just not sold on the Texans, even though they did win the game. They actually won the game.
Yeah,
I don't think I just don't see them with David Carr. David Carr, he's just a scrappy quarterback. He'll drive the team. He'll get you some points. I just can't bet the Texans over the Raiders, man.
Okay. Davis Mills, you mean?
No, he's talking about Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, my fault. Derek Carr.
It's okay. We know who they are. They're brothers. I'm going to take Geno Smith today. And I just think it's a great story. And in week 17, the Jets go to Seattle. I cannot wait to see that game. I'm very happy for Geno Smith. He's having a tremendous year. I'm going to take the Seahawks on the road in the 4.5 in LA against the Chargers. Chargers are all banged up.
Okay. I can rock with that. As far as Geno, Mace, he never got a chance. He played for a bad head coach, and then he went to teams and he was the backup, but he's never been really given the opportunity to start.
You know what I respect about him? Forget the time he got punched in the face. You know what I respect about him? He put on his baseball cap, stayed in the league, made a lot of money as a backup. Remember, he was a second-round pick. He made more money as a backup in his life than he has his first contract, and you never heard him complain. And the players in Seattle have rallied around him.
That's a good thing about Geno. I've seen the kid since high school. He's been humble like that his whole football career, basically.
He wasn't humbled on draft night, I tell you that. I love this game, Platt. Get ready I love these next two games I'm giving you. I love Kansas City on the road today, 1.5 favorite at San Francisco. What you think?
I take Kansas City. They're due to win a game.
Yeah,
I take
and
Kansas
they're coming
City.
off a loss like that last week. I agree with you.
Are they cornerbacks? Are they cornerbacks back?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little bit too low for me, Mace. 1.5. That's a little bit too low for the against the who are they
49ers. That's why I'm jumping over the Chiefs, and plus they're coming off a loss.
No, that's what I'm saying. That I feel it should have been like maybe at least 5.5 or something like that, or 4, not 1.5. That's
showing respect to San Francisco. San Francisco is a great team. That's why they're doing that. It's showing respect to the 49ers, the odds makers.
That trade, I feel that McCaffrey trade was a mistake. That guy's gonna get injured.
But if he's in the line, let me say this: Trent Williams is coming back next week. Is one of the best offensive lines in football. If he gets hurt with this group, then he don't belong in the league. Platt, I love this game. I know you're going to disagree with me with this. I love this one, Platt. I love the Steelers getting 7.5 tonight in Miami. I love it. I think Miami wins the game, but Pittsburgh's going to keep it close.
Where they gonna get their points from?
I don't know, but I just think
You don't know.
I don't know.
No, I'm being for real. Just think
I'm
about
being for real
Pittsburgh.
too.
Is Pickett gonna start?
Yeah.
Where they gonna get their points? Where they gonna get their points?
I don't know, man, but I just
Field
don't think.
goals, maybe.
I just don't think Miami's a team that should be 7.5 point favorite against anybody.
Wait, where you gonna get points from? With
I don't know. They have to grind it out. That's what Pittsburgh in their history usually do when they're shit right now. They're gonna have to.
They're on the
grind it
road.
out.
They're on the road.
Yeah, in Miami tonight. They're celebrating the 72 Dolphins tonight.
If he doesn't get knocked out of the game, they lose to the Bucks. If Trubinsky's better than he is right now, because he's just more experienced. Trubinsky scrambled, made like 2 throws, and they ran the clock out. He got knocked out of the game. When he got knocked out, he was playing. They couldn't the points. It was like a 1-point game. Just where they gonna get and the reason they was getting points because of 82, whoever that is, he was taking kickoffs. He kept breaking through the special teams. He's giving them a short field. So I just don't see. I'm saying I'm looking at Miami. I'm looking at Tua. Tua is. We saw what he did before he got hurt. Obviously, they're going to put him through, make sure he's healthy. Extra healthy. Tua comes back playing. That defense is ripe for the picking. If they put up 14 points, where are they going to get points? I'm just saying. I'm looking at Pittsburgh. That's going to take the running game from you. Now, what you're going to do? You actually going to back up and try to pass?
Yeah.
With a rookie? So, yeah. No, I mean, I got you. Go ahead,
Miami's
man.
defense, no, let me say it's flat. Miami's defense is very shaky right now. Very shaky. They're 30th in the league.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see when they kick the ball up. Me, if I had to play that game, I'd take those points.
You would take the points.
I wouldn't take it. My fault. I would minus the points. I'd take.
You'll take Miami outright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also think they're going to be at home, right?
Yeah, it's in Miami tonight. Yeah.
It's in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Tua's back.
Yeah, he's back
on TV. I think what you're going to see is how a quarterback is. Tua's Tua. You're going to see how a quarterback is supposed to play. We always talk about Russell, the fuck ups, the fumbles, the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to actually see a guy go out there and show you that he's one of the up and coming quarterbacks in the NFL. He's going to put on a show in Miami. Pittsburgh is going. Pittsburgh are what they are. A fucking embarrassment. Embarrassment.
You don't think their defense might be able to shut down Tua?
Is Watt back? And if he's back, is he even healthy?
He comes back next week.
No. They don't have a defense. If they really need him. No. Not against Miami. I seen Miami. Miami got Hill. And they got don't they have Landry?
Yes, they do. Yeah. No, Landry's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah, so they got Waddle, Mike Gesicki.
Waddle.
They got Waddle. Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
I'm looking forward to this game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna watch some fireworks. Miami's gonna put on a fucking display tonight. They're gonna give. This is going to be
Witherspoon's
a
out for
textbook ass kicking tonight.
You hear that, Mr. Miami? Hey, look, I hate Pittsburgh more than anybody.
I don't hate Pittsburgh. I'm just simply saying they don't have. They're not equipped this year. Yeah, they just don't have it. Sometimes
I agree.
It's just
I agree with
you. We see in the NBA, right? You can be a good team, but another team is just a better, more talented team than you. Pittsburgh just doesn't have the talent. We was talking about Alabama. Look what Alabama did to Mississippi State.
Yeah, I saw
that
20 last night. Yeah.
Mississippi State just don't have the talent, man. I mean, is Mississippi State a bad team? I mean, okay, but yeah, what I'm saying, when they play Alabama, they just don't have the talent.
Pressure. Yeah, they don't have the.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a team in the NBA, the perfect comparison for Pittsburgh. The Heat, they don't have the superstar talent. They have good talent, but they they're a good team, but they don't have a superstar or something.
Are you
like that.
kidding me? Look at Minka Fitzpatrick alone, and and Hayward. Those two are all pros. Pittsburgh is
that's
loaded. There's an offense. They don't have an offensive line. They don't have a quarterback.
No, I
That's
like
Pittsburgh's
Minka.
problem.
No, I like Minka, right? Now, who's the other guy you named?
Casey Hayward.
Hayward. Okay. I'll give you Hayward. But that's two guys, and you can nullify those guys. I mean, he could stay away from Minka. And as far as Hayward, just block him. I mean, now he ain't no monster, but there's two guys, man. They'll be all right.
Yeah, and the issue with Mika Mace, he's not like he's not playing like he's normally playing. He's doing well, but he's not playing at the Pro Bowl level he's accustomed to.
No, he needs Watt. He needs Watt because Watt forces throws. Watt forces quarterbacks to make mistakes. When he don't have pressure, the problem, this is what you don't see. He's doing his job. He just has to cover for so many. He has to do so much extra and they're not throwing his way. He's going out the open receiver where they've drawn him to some coverage or drawn him to a tight end or drawn him. And so they're not worried. And then they do throw. It depends. I saw him. He got beat again. One of them guys, it was him. He got beat against when Tampa played. They lost, but.
And the issue with that also, Platt, I'm going to say this. Mika can't cover both Waddle or Hill, really.
Well, no, you can't do that.
Well, I was going to say about Fitzpatrick. I mean, about the Dolphins. If Platt's right, and they pull on an aerial display tonight, we'll celebrate way into the night tonight as Dolphin fans up here.
Well, they don't have anybody who can pair up with Hill. Their corners,
neither one.
Yeah, their corners are weak.
Neither one. Yeah.
So,
but the question is this. This is my question about this game tonight. And I'm not being funny about this. Which quarterback gets knocked out first? And I'm not kidding, because both offensive line, Pittsburgh is terrible, and Miami's is very shaky. If it wasn't, this kid wouldn't have got hurt in the first place.
Well, no, Tua will be okay.
Okay.
He should be. I mean, he cleared protocols, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched Bryce.
Is Armstead back for this game? Is Teron Armstead back for this game by chance? Or is he still
I think he is, yeah. Watt will be back for Pittsburgh right after the bye. They got their bye next week. Watt will be back for the Eagle game for Pittsburgh.
Well, come on. They never, is it at Philly?
Yes. The box bag game, yes, in Philly. Yeah.
They never beat Philly in Philly. Ever. I think it's like you got to go back almost to the 70s. They just don't, because that's Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
That's Pennsylvania
rivalry.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyhow, they never beat them. Whatever. I gotta go get my map out.
It's all the way across the state. I mean, I'm
that's what. Yeah, they never beat them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Hey, Mace, is the Thursday night game good this week?
No, that's why I'm not watching it. I believe it's Baltimore at Tampa Bay. I won't be on.
Oh, that's going to be a good game.
Which Tom Brady is showing up?
I don't know, man.
There you go.
I don't know, but look, Mike. Well, I don't know why anybody would feel sorry for any of those guys. Mike's a multi-million. I think Mike's worth over 40, 50 million. I saw his daughter. Go to his Instagram.
Yeah, I'll do that today. Yeah.
He has a beautiful young daughter. She's just in college. She's some type of majorette or some type of cheerleader or something.
Mm-hmm.
The man has a beautiful wife. He lives a beautiful life.
Sure
so
does.
I'm just simply saying, he just doesn't. He don't have the talent to beat. He needs Ben, and that's the problem. He got Ben. He covered his ass with Ben, and now he's been exposed. And that's what's sad about him, because I'm telling you, I watched Kenny, and actually, if I was him, I go back to Mitch. I go back to Mitch, because Mitch is simply, for what they have available, Mitch is a better prospect.
Yeah, I feel you.
Kenny's not. I don't know why they want to make. I know why. Well, look, at the end of the day, We'll see how Kenny does. I personally don't think he's going to do well. And if it wasn't for 82, whoever that is, if it wasn't for that kickoff returner who got them a short field twice, they would have lost to Tampa. Now, if the guy, if they can get breaks, that's it. I see how Mike does a lot. If he can get you on your special teams, he can beat you, but he cannot beat you just man for man, defense, offense. Take them down the field, touchdown. Take them down the field, touchdown. Because that all of a sudden, then they can't run the football anymore, and they got to back up on defense. But as long as he can keep that thing close, then you might fumble, or he might get a kickoff, a short field or something like that. Then they have a very good kicker.
Let me say this real quick before we continue. Mahogany, I see you, baby. I love you. Don't think I don't. I love you, Mahogany.
What's up with Mahogany?
Yeah, appreciate you, baby girl. I was just doing some work for what I was talking about with Platinum. We was doing what we do up here. That's why people in the chat room, if you thought I was ignoring you, I wasn't. I mean, guys, I do more work up here than you all realize. Trust me on that. I don't ignore none of you because without you, I'm not here. Okay? Love you all. Hey, Plat, let me ask you this. We got a good week of college football next week. You know that, right?
Not really. Hadn't looked at the board.
Yeah, I ignored college football yesterday. You know UCLA lost at Oregon, so now Oregon got control of the Pac-10. Let me do the next week's games next.
Okay.
Manzano wants to know what are your opinions of the conversation about Aaron Rodgers, if you heard that before you jumped on.
No, and I mean Aaron is. I'm like outside. Man, on the football field, he can. I mean, I don't. It's probably the defense. I saw them lose to the game. I saw them lose the game to the Giants or the Jets or one of them.
Yeah.
Aaron's Aaron. I mean, like I wouldn't bet against him. I haven't been keeping up with Green Bay like that. I don't know something's going on, or I know didn't get all this money and he's MVP. That's a guy like if you're wagering, that's a guy you don't want to be like. Okay, just like not Brady, not this year, but Bill Belichick. Certain people, if you're truly trying to make money, you just don't bet against those guys.
I totally agree with you. I do, unless it's Green Bay's situation right now where they have no receivers to go to. Sammy Watkins is out again. What's our boy? I'm trying to figure his favorite guy, number 18. Randall Cobb was carted off last week. I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
Oh, I don't know. Bay. Yeah, well, I don't know. That's what your injuries do matter. So, yeah, he doesn't have any receivers. So, that's going to help teams defeat him.
Yeah, they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. By the way, just let everybody know.
But that's why you recruit. That's why you got a depth chart. That's why you can make trades. As a football GM and a team, you're supposed to have that ready. You're not supposed to be, you lose a couple of players, all of a sudden you don't have quality players. That shows you have a bad GM. So I don't know what Green Bay has on the shelves, but you got to stack a team. Green Bay's Aaron's a good quarterback, so give him something to throw to.
Switching to college football because that's where I know that's what you love, and I appreciate the sport. The opening line has.
You see what UT did? Did you see what UT did?
Oh yeah, put up 62. Good Lord.
What did we say? We all UT fans. Let's ride this.
That's right.
This wagon.
Let's ride Rocky Top, baby.
Yeah,
Rocky
they
Top
covered, and they covered.
Yes, they did.
And they covered.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's momentum. So what I'm saying is, I know they play Georgia, right?
I think that's next. That's in 2 weeks. They play Georgia on the 5th. Okay. No, let me get that right. Let me do this for you real quick. I think they play Georgia this weekend coming up. I think, yeah. I'm gonna find out for you right now.
Now, sometimes some teams
Mm-hmm.
they catch flight,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is UT's year. This is their year. They've been down for a long time. They
Yeah.
actually beat Alabama,
Yeah.
and you see how strong Alabama is, right? You saw what they did in Mississippi State. They're gonna beat Georgia, man. They're gonna beat Georgia, and I'm telling you because of the team and the history of the team. And it's not just Peyton. There's other people. You got Derrick Henry. You got other alumni that's running around that locker room,
Yeah.
that's at that school, and that's just like Alabama. A lot of rednecks in
Hell yeah.
Tennessee, a lot. So a lot of those, I'm talking about the politicians. That's big for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I agree.
this is like let's cut all the lights off and just root for University of Tennessee. Really, the University of Tennessee is the pro team. UT. I'm saying if you want to know who they really love, the Titans is the Titans. They love Tennessee, the UT team, and this is their year. So this is beat Georgia. They ride this ship, man. If you would have wagered last week, you would have won. No problem at all. And I would say if you're out here wagering, stay with Tennessee. Just stay with them. I think Tennessee is going to make people a lot of money. Don't even think about it. What I'm saying is this, man. Don't worry about who's playing here. Don't worry about the early game, late game. Don't worry about nothing. Just say, give me UT. Go up to that ticket, that window. Let me get $200 on University of Tennessee. Thank you. Go
2
back
weeks.
up.
Yeah.
Get my money. That's what I'm
The
saying.
game is
Also,
in.
do they play next week?
They're playing 2 weeks in Athens, and already it opened up at Georgia 17.5 point favorite is now down to 11.5.
At Georgia?
Yeah.
They're
Georgia
favored
opened up
by
as they
Oh,
opened.
Georgia. Hold on. Georgia's the favorite.
Yeah, 17.5. It opened now is 11.5
Georgia's 11.5 favorite
against
over
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking in the future of the.
I take
games.
that. I'll take the money line.
Okay.
That's going to be 2 weeks, so that means we're going to see how the public. It's going to hover around. Probably wind up at a touchdown. You know who gets the opening lines, Mace?
Who does?
The professional gamblers, the money makers.
Yeah, the MIT guys.
Yeah, they let a couple of guys go in Vegas, and they break the lines out, and then them dudes start making money, and then they drop them or raise them on how those guys bet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so if it came all the way down to 11, all of the money guys were betting on Georgia, and they were dropping it to protect themselves. They're like, okay, they're hammering, no, my fault. They're hammering Tennessee, so they dropped it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm probably saying it wrong. They hop on the line, and then according to the way they bet, they make the adjustment.
I agree with that. I agree. Hey,
So,
let's look at next week's games in NFL. I think that's interesting.
well,
I like putting my money in
Yeah.
early, man, and just ride it and see what happens.
yeah, I only have a limited amount that I
Mhm.
can wager, and I don't like to tie it up on bets like that. You have to wait 2 weeks and stuff. There's a bunch of games.
No,
You got
not
basketball,
not the football. I'm talking about the NFL next week's games in the NFL.
Yeah, but Mace, you got baseball. When is the World Series going on?
No, next weekend will be the World Series.
Yeah, okay. You got the World Series. You got when does college football kick off? I mean, college basketball kick off.
I think the middle of November,
Middle of November.
right
Okay,
before Thanksgiving.
but we do have the NBA, right?
Yeah, they just started
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
Yeah, there's no way I would tie up money on a football game in 2 weeks when you got if you wage, you got plenty of opportunities to wage.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you one. I'm looking at this Tampa Bay on Thursday night against Baltimore. It's already down to 2.5. It opened up at 3.5. Interesting.
I don't know if you can trust Lamar though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you with that. I'm
Is
with
he
you.
going to show up? Is he going to show up?
I don't know.
That's Lamar Jackson. One week he'll play well, next week he'll play bad. So
I mean,
there's no consistency with a lot of these quarterbacks, and that's the problem. The only one that seems like now that he's gotten healthy, he had the appendicitis or whatever. They've won now. Cincinnati's taken off. Now they've won 3 in a row.
yeah.
Yeah, so that team seems like it's catching wind, like it's going to wind up going back to the Super Bowl.
Too talented in offense. Defense is shaky a little bit. Hey, Dallas opened up at a touchdown next week against Chicago. It's now up to 10 points now.
The only thing about that is the only thing I wouldn't take that because it's just too many. It's not that Chicago's any good. It's just I don't know, man. It's not the game I would play. All right, like this game, there's like 6 games that's going to kick off at 12, and then you got 4 that's going to kick off at 3, and then the late game, and then the Monday night game. You have to pick, and if you parlay, some guys put in. You have to pick a game, pick the best game, pick the best opportunity to make money out of the 6, and that's how you make money. A game like Dallas, Chicago, -7. I don't like that game because that quarterback, he might get lucky. He might scramble and get, so I don't like that. I don't like that. Give me 3 points. Yeah. Give me something like that. I take that. It's just too many points. It's the same thing with who's got the biggest spread this week?
In the NFL this week? Tampa Bay, 13.5.
Tampa Bay, 13.5. Okay.
Yeah, over Carolina, yeah. What's up, Cap?
Who's the quarterback in Carolina?
Baker Mayfield.
And okay, they got rid of McCaffrey.
They're gonna get rid of DJ Moore next. He's on the block.
Right is there something going on with? Are they full? Like, are they pretty healthy? They got the lines healthy. Defense is healthy. Other than they got rid of their coach and they got rid of McCaffrey.
Everything is healthy in Carolina. But they don't believe in the coach, and that's why he's gone. He looked like a statue, like he was made up, Cap. Okay.
Okay, well, one thing that,
yeah.
Okay, in the NFL, you have to watch out because these people, these gamblers, right? They make a lot of money off entertainment and also the games, right? So what I mean by that is you assume, okay, 13.5, Carolina, it's who they playing?
Tampa Bay,
Carolina. That's too many points for a team that's healthy because all the talent is equal.
Okay.
Yeah, you may say I'm spaz. Hold up. I got something in my hands. Let me look. All right, now. NFL quarterback, the backup probably is not a big drop off. The backup in the NFLs are not really that big a drop off. In college, it is. Anytime you play a team and you have a 13-point line, why are they favored so much? What's even is 3. Yeah. Why are you having so many? Are you saying all of a sudden Tampa Bay is just going to come out of nowhere? Because they lost to Pittsburgh. They were 10-point favorites and they lost.
Yeah.
Are you saying that they're going to turn around and just be so much greater than Carolina? What are you basing it on? I'd say they might lose this game because I'm saying there are no major injuries other than the coach. You got a veteran. You got a quarterback that's there. It's very possible they could lose this one. So that's too many points to me.
Okay.
They're 13.5 points.
It's too many points for me too, by the way. That's why I'm not touching it. I don't
Yeah.
have a conviction either way. I mean, Brady could be in a fog, and
Mhm.
uh, Carolina can get a couple cheap touchdowns, and you blow the spread.
Well, yeah, you have to really watch out for that.
I mean, for
You
me
really
to
have to
pick a
watch out for
spread
that.
like that, like I'll give you an
Mhm.
example, tells you what a difference a year makes. If this was last year, I remember they had the Falcons 17 and a half. I took it because Tampa was rolling. I jumped on that and I barely
Mm.
won because they let Tampa Bay get back in, but I won anyway. They
Man,
covered. They
yeah.
won by 18 instead of whatever.
Well, they gave up. If you watch the Arkansas game, it was 21 and a half. I think that game was started at 24, and I don't. I think it dropped a couple of points. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is they scored in the final second, so people get the teasers and do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you really have to watch out for those back doors, man. You can get back doors, and with Carolina, a Carolina Tampa Bay game,
Yeah.
yeah, that back door is wide open. So
You're not lying, bro. That's why I
nah,
didn't touch it.
nah, you got like when we talk about University of Tennessee, we're talking about a team that's motivated. Now we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about a whole week off, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole week, all of the bumps, the bruises, game film. You got, and it's not just him, but you got well Archie's Ole Miss, but you got Peyton, you got the alumni of Tennessee walking around that school, coming into that locker room, influencing those players. Guys telling them this is your year. You got guys sitting up there saying, man, this is the year when we won the national championship. This is what we did. And then you got that quarterback. Now, I don't have a problem with that dude. And that dude is fast, and that dude can throw.
I've heard
That t-
nothing
and
but
they
great.
yeah,
I've
and they
heard
got a
nothing.
deep.
No,
No,
go ahead,
you,
Clark.
you
Go ahead.
no, Mace. And that defense is you can't run on it. They got a hellified defense. So man, that's gonna be a game. That's gonna be a game. I personally think they're gonna dismantle Georgia because Georgia struggled with Mizzou. They almost lost to Missouri. They had to come back.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I remember that
uh,
game. What's up, Abdul? Good morning to you, family. Yeah, you're right about that, bro. I remember that. Yeah, we was up here for that. Yeah, they struggled against Missouri. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see, man. But what's up with you, Mace?
I'm good,
What?
man. Just chilling,
All right.
relaxing.
Okay.
Getting ready for the. I'm watching basketball in the middle of the day today because I had a Laker crowd and I did my morning show yesterday. And they were in disbelief. I put the stats up for them. Uh, it, they are headed right now in the last 11 years, missing the playoffs 8 years. And I'm curious to watch them. They playing my Blazers today, and our Blazers are off to a good start. If they lose today, but the schedule was upcoming, and most of these games are home for the Lakers. Stephen A.
Mm-hmm.
Smith predicted their season will be over by Thanksgiving. I can tell all you people right now, their season will be over by Election Day. No lie.
But okay, but what did you expect?
Oh, not me. I'm not a Laker
Yeah.
guy. I'm a guy that tells it straight up the middle. I knew there was going to be. I thought they would be a little better where they get into the playoffs and the playing games.
Mm-hmm.
But man, they look awful, bro. They just look awful.
Oh man. Oh man, I can't believe what I just saw. Now,
Yeah.
Mace, look
Yeah.
with the Lakers. Look, I mean, let me just say me.
Okay.
They got to pay you, LeBron. He's a max payer, right? Max player, right?
Yes.
My thing with the Lakers is this: when they got him,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have traded all those guys and all
We
those
said
picks.
this yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just gave up all those guys for Anthony Davis, and they gave up all the picks. And they talk about, well, with the other teams, they traded for those guys, and well, this is what you get, man. And the thing, the problem with LeBron and those guys is just like we keep talking about Russell. Man, you're though if you got a team that drafts really good young talent, I don't care who you are, you're not going to be able to. I mean, LeBron them cannot run with those guys. They're too old. Those guys young and healthy and in their, in their early 20s. LeBron them, they're older men. That's why they're losing these games. Russell, Carmel, them guys are just simply too old to try to beat those guys or have 82 game schedule. They're gonna be worn out on one game, and then what they're gonna do on the next game? Yeah,
I've been saying that, Platt, for the last year and a half.
Yeah, and then so now LeBron can't do it by himself. So that's just the way it is. He wants to play. They want to keep him. He's a Laker.
Yeah. I mean, it's incredible, man. I told these guys, and I'm glad you vouched for me with this one. I've been saying it. These teams like Dallas. Oh, I was thinking about you last night. Oh my God, did they destroy Memphis last night, man?
Who, Dallas? You know what? You know what? Thank you, Memphis. Thank you, referees. I had my money in my hand, Mace, and I was on Golden State, and Memphis beat them. So I had a little bit left, so I put it on Golden State, and Memphis beat them. I was out of money, so Golden State wins the next game, and then I think Memphis. It was 2-2 anyhow. Like they won 2, and then Ja blows out his leg or whatever, and then his knee, and then Golden State beat him. Now Golden State goes to Dallas, 5-0 run, bam, 5-0. I think they covered maybe 3 times out of 4, but they went over to Golden State, didn't lose anything. One game was close, and Dallas covered. But one thing I know about Memphis, they struggle with Dallas, and I was let me tell you something. I was going to pound that fucking. Because I said, man, they're good like all of the razzmatazz and the monster dunks. But I said, when you got a spot shooting team like Dallas, they can't beat them.
They were going about you last night when I was up here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You watch Dallas just take them apart, huh?
Shit, take them apart, bro. They were up 25 before you could blink an eye, man. I said, this game's over.
Yeah,
NBA was horrible last night. All the favorites won.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with basketball like that, Mace. I'm just simply saying, just from watching the teams, you will watch them, and it'll be on, you'll hear on the radio here, or you'll see, Memphis done won 10 in a row, and then you'll catch ESPN, and you'll see Dallas beat them, and then it'll happen again, and then you'll see they got to go play Dallas, and then you'll say, damn, they can't. What's going on with Dallas? What's this thing with the Mavs that they can't? And it's something about that's. But Golden State, I'm saying Golden State, they sort of struggled with Memphis. They had no problem with Dallas.
I tell you who else doesn't have a problem with Dallas. As crazy as it sounds, is New Orleans, and that was before they got Zion back. Now with Zion back, that team looks very scary, man. They are obliviating team. They came here to Brooklyn opening night, Wednesday night, and just destroyed them. They had no answers for Zion, no answers for Ingram, no answers for CJ McCollum. And I tell you, I picked New Orleans as my dark horse. I know Star P loves Zion Williamson. I tell you, New Orleans and Atlanta were my 2 sleepers, both of them off to good starts. Yeah, that's why I asked you that question the other night. Mm-hmm. When I said, what happened if you had an NBA final of all the dirty South? Atlanta against either Memphis or New Orleans. I think, and I'm keeping this real here because we're both brothers. Everybody in this chat room is brother or sister. That will be one of the most phenomenal settings for Black folks you will ever see in professional sport. Now, I know what you're saying. They're not getting into the buildings. That's true.
Well, they don't have the money.
But the partying, and all you have to do is hop in the car to drive to either city. The partying going on.
Okay, Mace.
2 weeks.
Mace, but that's not gonna work out well because it's just too much other things.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, too much. Too much other foolishness, those parties and stuff. But but I mean, like they can do that. They can have these things, but the NBA and the fight. Now I don't know what was that 2004, 2003.
Yeah, the Malice at the Palace. Yeah, 2004.
Yeah, what the fight showed everybody is that the fans are one thing, the players are another.
Oh yeah,
Because of
different
the
worlds.
pricing of the stadiums, even when you're talking about the you like the VIP section or these rows, you got, if anybody's ever been to an NBA stadium,
I have been
like
to many of them.
yeah, you have to go through security and stuff like certain
Mhm.
decks. Yeah,
Mhm.
you just can't go through certain decks. You certainly like if you're at the Lakers stadium, you're not going to be able to go and sit next to, Jack Nicholson or any of those celebrities. You have to go through security and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now they got the nosebleeds, right?
Yeah.
Which is up there. You're way up. Nobody's up there but you. It's like a bunch of $5 cheap seats in the nosebleed, right?
Yes.
The fans are not the nosebleed people. And what I'm saying is the nosebleed guys are the ones with the baseball hats, the jerseys on, the Jordan sneakers.
Yeah.
They love the players. They love them. No, they're fans.
Yeah,
The other ones are just there.
Players.
It's a basketball game. Yeah, they don't really identify. They certainly don't. We see that with the politics. They don't identify with the politics of those guys. And the fight was proof when the guy threw the beer that in all the fighting and stuff that they don't really have a connection to those fans. And that's going on now. A lot of those people, those guys go out and play, but that's why you see them throwing fans out of the games.
Yeah, it happened in
Fans
the playoff
cussing.
game
Yeah.
last year in Dallas when the white guy was getting on, not in Dallas. What was it? Was it Dallas? I think it was when the guy was getting on another. Oh, it was Dallas when fans were getting on Chris Paul about his family. Yeah, that was in Dallas. And the
Yeah.
guy had courtside seats. He was macking with his girl, and they threw him out. Both of them out of the arena.
Yeah. What is it? There's a disconnection
Very
with the
disconnected.
fans and the players, and that's still going on. And people who watch the game don't really understand that you got to go to the game. If you go to the game, you go down there.
Yeah,
you'll
you will
what
see
you're
it
talking
a
about, 'cause
lot more and understand it. Yeah, correct.
we saw this with a lot of the players' wives. The family and stuff are in there cursing out fans because fans are cursing out the players, and they can't believe that they're fans of the team, that they're cursing out players.
The best example of this, what you're talking about, happened in Boston about 5 years ago when a player named Adam Jones for the Orioles was getting nothing but racial epithets thrown at him. And Mookie Betts, who was one of the best players in baseball, said he's telling the truth. I'm playing for the home team, and they do it for me every night. Oh, the Red Sox were so embarrassed up in Boston. And what ended up happening was they ended up trading Mookie Betts because they knew he was going to sign back because they knew how racist the city was.
Well, yeah,
And
you're trying to force something, but yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, and it's funny that a lot of fans don't realize when you play in certain cities, it is brutal on these players. Forget about the money they make. It's brutal because deep inside, these same people that's living in their community, they hate these guys. They loathe these guys. Because how many of those people in that community is going to make a career earnings like Damian Lillard when he walks away from the NBA in 5 years? He's going to have $700 million in the bank from the NBA alone.
Well, yeah, that carries with a certain jealousy.
Yes.
And so yeah, I mean, so those guys don't identify with those guys at all, man. I mean, NBA is the NBA, man. But then again, Mace, we also understand that whether those, I don't care what they can put on a Black Lives Matter shirt, they don't identify with those guys in those $5 seats either. Those players,
of course, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, so you're dealing with classism and you're dealing with racism, you're dealing with classism, you're dealing with jealousy, envy, and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff is in that arena. And then you're dealing with the BS of the NFL of the NBA with we are all one and all that bullshit. They don't give a fuck about. Look, so you go to the game, man, and then you just leave. But the fight really showed if they really cared, they wouldn't have been fighting each other like that. They'd have broke that
Exactly.
stuff up. Yeah, they was out there throwing
Look
hands.
what happened 2 years ago in the playoffs, Platt, when his own home team fan, Russell Westbrook, the guy wanted to come downstairs and fight him. He didn't care that he's bigger than him. He just saw a rich nigga that he couldn't stand deep inside, and he said, F this, and he started letting out his frustrations on him, and Westbrook was talking all tough, and that guy was coming down. He was going to jump off the ramp to fight him.
Yeah, well, race is real big in sport. I remember I was in a sports bar,
Yeah.
and they have all the games up, and I was
Yeah.
watching Pittsburgh play. I think it was Green Bay, and um, the Green Bay linebacker, the guy goes across the middle, and the Green Bay linebacker, right, just wears the dude out, right? It's like it was like okay, like I was sitting in the Steelers section, right? I
Yeah.
was sitting around a bunch of Steeler fans, right? And the black guy, they throw the football to him, and the big linebacker just knocks him out. Bam!
Yeah.
Right? And everybody in the Steelers section, right? But me, go, yeah!
Yeah.
Fucking A, man! You know. So I'm looking around saying, wait a minute, I thought we were Steelers, right? So I said, no, it was a good hit, though. So, and so the game's going, and the Green Bay, one of those guys, go across the middle, and the Steeler guy, it was a white guy, just blows him up, right? Bam!
Yeah.
So I said, yeah! And
Yeah.
then everybody looked at me. I was like, man, what are you talking about? It's a good hit. They said, it was all right, man, it was all right. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What are we rooting for? Are we rooting for the teams, or are we rooting for the race of the players? Because that's what it seemed like. And I took my food and stuff. I just moved to the other side, man. I said, I watch the games. I can see them over here. I said, I'm not even going to waste my time. I said, what kind of shit is that? The guy, we all got Steeler jerseys on. We all got one team. The white guy takes the Green Bay guy gets the BS knocked out of him. I jump up and ready to slap high fives, and they're looking at me like I'm nuts.
You know what fans are really that bad, what you're saying? And trust me, they do not like niggas, period. I'm telling you a true story. This was back in 2007. Dallas played New England, okay? And the game was in Dallas. Big game that year. That was the year that New England was undefeated. So there was a group of Boston fans in the ball. So whenever Wes Welker caught a ball, these guys were like, yeah, yeah. But when Randy Moss caught the ball for a bomb, and they were so like pompous, they said right in front of a group of black guys, and this shit was about to be lit. They said that nigga, this is the exact quote, that nigga better not have dropped that football. That's exactly what they said.
Yeah.
And I was like, cause my boy is a Brady fan. He saw that shit. He was like, yo, what should we do, bro? And like, I'm not gonna let my boy down back then. I said, we'll do what you want to do. But then other brothers jumped in, and then shit was on, and they had to throw like most of the day. They knew me. They knew I'm not a troublemaker. They let me stay, but they got rid of both sides, bro. All because the patriot, the racist Bostonians that they are, they let every nigga in that bar know that they don't like them around them. They that's the one thing. Let me say this real quick. One thing about people in Boston, white folks up there, they're not afraid of niggas. If they get an
Well, very
opportunity,
few, well, I hate to say it, break it to you, mates. Very few, other than black people, very few people are afraid of niggas. That's sort of a stereotype that we believe or whatever. I guess from watching movies, but they really not. No, I'm saying no. I'm serious. They're really not afraid of black men. You had to what's the um we
Yeah,
believe that the so-called thug, the black guy, um, there's fear of him, and there might be from a woman, there might be from a situation where there's been a crime committed and people might be prejudiced. There might be. I don't disagree with that, but when you say fear, very few people are afraid of niggas.
why
They
do you
just
think that
don't.
is? No, I'm
Man,
curious.
I'm saying they really don't. I mean, like other than killing each other, mates. Other than I'm a black man, you're a black. Other than we kill each other, we don't do nothing else. We're like very safe. They probably would be more afraid of their own than us. That's what I'm. We don't. But that the TV, the media, that gives you the impression, so-called quote unquote, black men should be feared. And that's more racism than it is fact.
Of course. I saw
Because I mean,
something.
we gonna look in the paper right now. Show me a black man who's done anything wrong to somebody other than black people.
Facts. And I'll go a step further. I saw something a couple of weeks ago. I was stunned. And it really, really, in a way, broke my heart, bro. You know, I know you still do it, but a lot of these brothers, unfortunately, who you try to teach game to, they've never done this. Let's be real about it, Platt, what I'm about to say. For the first time in my life, right in front of my eyes, I saw a black woman terrified of a good looking, nice looking brother in a suit trying to compliment her and talk to her. I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. It was at the
What you mean by what?
supermarket. I couldn't
What you
believe
mean by what do you mean terrified?
she kept saying, "Gil, stay away from me." You know, she kept moving, like moving away from him, and all the dude was trying to do was just, kick it to her a little bit, and
Well, I mean, how many times did she say, "Leave me alone"?
probably like 3 or 4.
And when did he finally leave her alone?
When other brothers told him, "Bro, don't do this," because the women are not the same today than they was, let's say, 20 years ago, which is true.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with making it known that you're interested, but once she says she's not, I mean, you really
Yes.
can't do anything else.
Yeah. Now the sisterhood stayed back on it a little bit because they saw that this guy is the type of guy they would let fuck with him. Know what I'm saying? That this guy is one of these brothers that they would let talk to him because he was very nice looking. But I think this young woman that was acting, in my opinion, acting like a fool. I think she believes the rhetoric about black men too much from the media and these stupid social network sites.
Well, is she on? Is she even on
Yeah, she
the
was young.
internet?
Yeah, I'll say in her
No,
early 20s.
is she on the internet?
Oh, I don't know. This happened in
Oh,
real
okay.
life in front of me at the supermarket a couple of weeks ago. It was right in front of me.
Well, every black woman doesn't necessarily have a attraction to black men, but we
I
don't. You
would
don't
say
know
most.
you don't know her situation, who she dating. Like she might be in a relationship already. It's a lot, like we say, attractive women. You don't know who they're with. So
Yeah,
I mean, you
true.
can make your play, but she's not interested. She's not interested. And people go to the grocery store to shop. They don't go to meet people.
I know I don't, bro, but
Yeah, you gotta be
I
careful with that.
yeah, I saw videos of women at the gas station when guys tried. Remember that news reporter? Now she's big time here in the Bronx, bro, where I live, bro. You did a story about her about a year and a half ago when she was trying to report a story and the guy kept kicking it to her and she felt uncomfortable
Hmm.
with the short hair. Yeah, bro, she's big now in this town, bro. She moved her way up. Every time I see her, I think of you when you did that Saturday morning feature
Yeah,
on her. Yeah,
you
the
can't.
chick from LA. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
well, see what guys do. Unfortunately, what guys do. I even see guys do this when they get arrested. Um, they have limited access to, say, professional type women because of the
Yeah.
life they live. They're just not around um, professional women. They're around mostly, high school dropouts, baby mama, hood chicks, and they're thirsty for that professional type of chick. They're not thirsty for the hood rat. They're thirsty for that. And normally, like I said, I've seen guys do that too when they get arrested. And the cop is a very attractive woman. I've seen guys make statements like they want her number. They don't pay them any attention, but that shit's real. Those guys are not playing. They're seriously saying that. They just don't. They're not around women like that. So that's that. Yeah, and those women don't really desire them. So that's sad, man.
Well, I leave these women alone, period. But I totally agree with you. Because how can I say this? If you act thirsty towards them, that's a big turn off to them to begin with. And if you're not what they picture as a guy that they want walking down the street with, that's another detriment to a dude. I still think
It
though.
can't be, Mace. I mean, you have to be. A lot of that stuff is dating. It's really more aimed toward a young man or the 20s where you can have kids and stuff like that. As you get older, it just gets a little bit more complicated because it's who you choose to try to date. If you're an older dude and she's a younger woman, it's going to come across a little, awkward. And you got to be also in a social setting. So a lot of guys wind up where they're not around them. That's what I'm saying. And that's when things can get problematic. When you have a guy who, say, living in a homeless shelter, he's not around the pick of the litter. He's around women. He's around the tent city. There are women there. But there's certainly nobody's first choice or the pick of litter. When he finds out, say he goes to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he's around nurses now. Normally he's not. You see what I'm saying? He's normally not around nurses. He said he's got to be at the hospital for 3 days. And the nurses got to come on duty. So that's what I'm saying. So, and those guys get excited because they're not around. They're around women, men. There's an interest, spark. Now, obviously, you have to control yourself as a man. I'm just simply saying, when I see stuff like that on TV, you can almost figure out why these things are happening. This is a guy who obviously has limited access to that type of woman he was trying to pick up. Also, her rejection could be that she has no desire to be with him, and she could be with a black man, but she don't want to be with him. Guys got to learn that with rejection comes discipline and patience. That's just simply what you got. That's just what it comes with, man. You accept the rejection and you go forward and go somewhere else.
I totally agree with you. Real talk. I agree with that.
Yeah, and you look like you look, man. God's gonna have to just accept you look like you look. God don't make mistakes. You look like you look, and you do the best with what you got. And the people who don't like it, don't like it. And your biggest haters are always going to be men. I keep trying to tell you, it's not women. If anything, women will sympathize with you. But women see you being dressed politely, being a gentleman, simply trying to get dances or trying to get to know women. Women observe just like men observe. And a woman is mad disrespectful. They'll even take an interest in showing you a good time because they feel like they're not like that. And, even though that was a bad woman, they're not like that. Like you said, we saw with them, like you just said, the sisterhood was saying this guy, he shouldn't have got treated like that. Because it said, Why would you treat a guy? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's not going to be women. It's going to be dudes because dudes want you to stay out of the game because they want it all for themselves. It's not going to be a hating dude. That's why you got to get the haters out your life, man. The haters are going to keep you, they're going to keep you messed up. They're going to basically try to make you like them and don't be like them. You got to get haters out of your life and do things the right way, and believe it or not, it'll all work out for the best. But going up to a woman, I don't give a damn where you are. Going up to a woman, introducing yourself, um, and then telling her what your intents are. Um, you would like to get to know her, or however you want to phrase it, or whatever. You got to come up with your own little phrase. And she says, "Well, I'm in a relationship. I got a boyfriend, or I'm not interested." You don't have to say nothing else. You don't have to say anything. Oh, well, thank you for it. You don't say anything. Just go on about your way. When she turns around and looks at you, she's gonna know if she want to talk to you or not. Simple as that. You can do nothing wrong. What did you do wrong? Be a man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Guys overdo it though. Guys, they get profane, and they won't take no. And when you won't take no, that becomes problematic because that could lead to something else.
Yeah,
And
that's when
then
the
you also,
problems come up.
yeah, there you go with the state. I'm in the South, Mace. They
Mhm.
don't really play. It's called a gentleman, and the women you have to treat them like a lady. Even though I know we say the stuff on here, but I'm saying I'm in the South, so men out here,
Yeah.
if you're mad disrespectful, you can catch your fade out here. It's nothing out here. We want to talk about simping. It's nothing to get your head combed out here. If you could just be talking to a woman and she's trying to come into a Walmart and
Yeah.
the conversation is overheard, hey, can you please leave me alone? I just want to go in here and shop. Well, my name Raymond. I'm trying to introduce myself. Excuse me, sir. Can you please just leave me alone?
Again, Platt,
Well,
that's
wait.
why I leave women alone, bro. I
No,
do,
no, no.
bro.
Wait a minute. What I'm saying is she comes into the crowd. There's men and women, white and black, Latino. She says it again. She says, sir, will you please just leave me alone? Well, I'm just trying, man, automatically, I already know what's going to happen. Some of the men in that group are going to interfere. They're going to say, hey, brother, didn't you hear the first time? Or if it's a white dude, going to say, hey, dude, can't you hear? And he's going to make the mistake of addressing the men. And once it's over, then now if he's smart, he'll keep addressing her or leave her alone. But if he says, excuse me, hey man, stay out my business, I can already see what's going to happen. Now she can go on in and shop. He's going to be drugged into the street and beaten to unconsciousness by a group of men and probably left there and probably robbed. Somebody's probably going to grab his wallet. Yeah, guys don't do that out here. The
Interesting.
women really don't. They protect. We got churches that come out to protect the women. Women are protected out here. Guys cannot just go up to them and say things, or you can't have a whole lot of uninvited attention. If they complain, it won't end well.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, family. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
this is the South, man. Yeah, you don't do that. So
Yo,
that's what I'm
Auntie, you
saying.
want to come up? Come up. Yeah, man. I agree with you, bro. It's crazy, man. I mean, I'm in your room. You know that. I'm in the clouds.
Mhm.
I see you for 5 hours straight before you start your panel, trying to preach to these dudes, and these dudes still give you backlash. I'm like, God damn, fellas.
They'll find out the hard way. It ain't even up
Something
to me.
something else I want to say to you too. You may not know this, you may not care, but you are really getting the love around spaces, bro. And you deserve that, man. You don't
Well,
know it
why
because
don't
you're
you,
grinding, but
when you're in those spaces, tell them send the money. All right, they can keep the love. Hey Mace, we were tripping the other day. Somebody said the guy got off the panel talking about he's gonna throw me some money. He lied,
He maced
and I
you.
said, yeah, I said Mace. Now somebody in the chat said now I said you see what Jacob did. Then I said he ain't did nothing, right? And then the chat was going up. Somebody said he maced you flat. I said, yep, he sure did. I said he maced me.
See, I'm a humble dude, and here guys clown on me in the chat, how I do my shit. I just laugh it off, bro. I mean, if people like your loyal supporters remember you maced me, then let them say it. Doesn't bother me. Uh, it's all good. You know, one thing,
Yeah,
and you said this to me last time you was
yeah,
here, and it meant a lot to me.
but Mace, the guy
Yeah,
who said it, I don't even remember who it was, and I hadn't said that in over a year. But whoever that guy was, he remembered it, Mace.
he's a big
'Cause-
supporter of yours. See, your loyalists, they know.
no, he's not. I mean, he's in the chat, but I'm just simply saying it was funny
It
because
was,
I hadn't
yeah.
heard it. I hadn't heard it in so long. I said, yeah, she sure did. He maced me.
Here with Platinum Elite, I think it was Kuda who was giving you. He was one of them. He was giving you your cigars, but I don't do that flower shit with men. That's so feminine, bro. It's embarrassing. Give me your cigars, and I said, bro,
Yeah.
I've had Plat last couple of weeks, last week or two, come up on my forum, and it's some of the most relaxing conversations I have where I can just relax and we just talk. Bro. And I do mean that, man, because with other guys, man, you gotta stay on guard because they're gonna try and trigger you up here. But with you, uh I just with you, I think one of the main reasons is we both started up near the same time. Uh I connect with you and you connect with me with the sports, bro. And I said it best about you. I remember I saw your first like intro, and in
Mhm.
my mind, I said, "This man is all right to me, bro." Because this is the type of guy. Kuda said the same thing. You're the type of guy. When I was growing up in my teenage years, bro, I wish
Mhm.
I hung around you, bro. And that's why I look at you like I do, man. You don't know how much I appreciate our
Mace,
friendship, bro. And I'm not doing the sim shit, bro. I'm not doing that. Yo, let me ask you this. Right now, that point spread's 11. It dropped. Georgia and Tennessee. What do you think it will be when the game is in 2 weeks? Where do you think it's going to be? The spread by then. It's already dropped 6 points.
I don't know, 7. We got to find out. We got man. Some people don't wager until right before kickoff. So a lot of things can happen, man. You just never know. Somebody can get arrested. Somebody could come down the steps and twist their ankle. It's just you don't know. So and that's going to all affect the line.
That's all facts, by the way. Yeah, I agree with
So
that. I agree.
we'll see. And we're coming up on
Kickoff for some of the early
10
games,
minutes.
eh?
10 minutes before opening kickoff, and
And for you, that's 12 noon. Any game you like early today?
let me go look. Let me see.
I
Let me
think
go look.
Atlanta and Cincinnati is interesting. I do.
Let me see. Let me give Aunt T a game. Let me see.
And T once again.
Yeah.
My big lock today. I have 3 of them. I got the Giants plus 3. I think the Giants went outright today in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do I got? I know I got Pittsburgh and the Dolphins 7.5. I'm gonna take the Pittsburgh to cover, but Miami to win the game. And
Mm-hmm.
there's one more I like. Who else do I? One more game. Trying to think. Oh, love Kansas City giving a 1.5 in San Francisco today. Those are my 3 picks today. I love the Chiefs giving a 1.5. I'll take that. I'll take
Okay. I like Cincinnati. Cover the spread.
6.5.
Man, it's singing to me. Justin Dobbs,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore. Ah,
I love
it's
Cleveland today.
it's whispering to me to take this bet. Take this bet. Take these points. Take these points. But like you say, with Lamar, you don't know what you're gonna get. He'll
You
run
don't
out
know
there
what
next
you're
thing you
gonna
know.
get, bro.
Yeah, so he's so unpredictable. If you go with
And I
my
tell you,
theory,
no, go ahead. Then I'm gonna say something to you.
no, go ahead, Mace.
A guy who no one's talking about who is playing great football this year is Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, he's not playing though, Mace.
Oh, he's out today?
Yeah, they said Dobbs is playing today.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's my bad.
That's what I heard. Now I haven't really focused on the game like that. I heard that Dobbs. I asked the guy, your Miami fan guy said Dobbs was going to be starting today. Go look up the injury thing. It
I'll
says
do it
there.
right now for everybody. Since we're near kickoff. RP's gonna watch the Bengals and Falcons. Got the Broncos later on out there. NFL out. Here we go. Let me get the injury report for everybody. I'll do every game. I did Miami and Pittsburgh earlier. I'll do the whole gamut since we're 5 minutes before kickoff. All right, here we go. What game you was just talking about? Cleveland? All right, here we go. Brissett, Jacoby Brissett's now on the list. Looking at it right now. He's not on the injured list.
Okay, well then I guess he'll be starting.
Denzel Ward is out. That's bad because that's their best corner. And Myles Garrett is cleared to play. But Jacoby Brissett is now on the injured list. I'm looking at it right now. Whoever said that is wrong.
Okay, well that's you have to check, on your own. You can't really go by that. You verify.
I didn't even know until you said it. That's why I'm checking it out right now.
No, the Miami guy was the guy who was always up here with you all the time.
Oh, Manzano, I don't know. Looking at any big names out today.
Well, Mace, they're finna kick it off, man. I'm gonna skip up. I'll check back with you later on.
Hey, I'll be up here. I'll be up here around 5:00 your time doing the Niner game. All right.
I got you, bro.
Take care, man. You too, man. Thanks for coming. Platinum Elite, everybody. If you're a Dolphin fan, stick around for a couple more minutes before I get out of here. Everybody else, I will see you 6:30 Eastern time tonight. I'm gonna be watching the Laker game, believe it or not, because I think that's a game for the two franchises who are playing today, Portland and LA. I think it's what you call those, a swing game for both franchises. If Portland wins today, then Lillard will really have that team under control. And Lillard owns the Lakers. Just look it up. He owns the Lakers. If the Lakers lose with their upcoming schedule coming up, they're done. Trust me when I say that. Their schedule is brutal. They got Portland this week. They got Portland in 2 weeks to end that brutal stretch. They got Denver twice this week. They got Brooklyn coming in. It's brutal for Los Angeles. Okay. All right. The Buccaneers are taking the field in Carolina, wearing their orange, their pewter jerseys today. Carolina will be in the white with the black pants. Dallas Cowboys coming out of the tunnel and everybody waving their white towels in Dallas. And the Cleveland Browns are coming out of the tunnel in Baltimore. Miami, you want to come up? You can. You want the Dolphins injury list? All right, let me get it for you. I could tell you right now, Mr. Miami, everybody's playing for the Dolphins tonight. I could tell you that right now. But I'll give it to you. Well, boys, I'll gladly give that to you. All right, this is for Mr. Miami, the Dolphin game tonight. I know most of the Dolphins are cleared to play. Because I was looking at, because me and Platt was doing it up here in Manzano when he was up here. I'll get it for you. All right, Miami and Pittsburgh. Witherspoon, the DB, he's out. And the fifth receiver, Sean Sims, he's out. For the Dolphins, everybody's playing except Keon Crosine. He's out for Miami. Everybody who's questionable, they are going to play. So Miami will have everybody in there. The only guy we'll worry about, if I'm a Dolphin fan tonight, I will be very worried about Jalen Waddle and Armstead. But other than that, they all listed as they're going to play. I heard Ogbar may be out tonight with the bad back. You're going to have to wait for that later on, Mr. Miami. When I come back, I'll be back after the Laker game, so I should be back up here at 6:30. 6:15. I'll probably come back up here at 6:15, and I'll have everything because they'll update the injury report for the night game. There you go, Mr. Miami. Star P, appreciate you up here, family. You got the Ravens over the Browns. That's 6.5. Ravens over the Browns. Like, get your head combed. Out ya. People in the clouds, thank you. Everybody, thank you. 2.5 hours of a tremendous day. Manzano, thank you. And of course, the great Platinum Elite. I'll see you Eastern time, 6:15, 6:30. Dallas is getting the ball first down in Irving. The Packers are getting the ball first in Washington. Mr. Miami, you want to come up, bro. If you want to come up right now, Mr. Miami, come up. And we'll take it off the air for a few minutes. Everybody else, I will see you all tonight, 6:15 Eastern. I'll be watching the Laker game in its entirety, unless there's a blowout. Tampa Bay's getting the ball first in their game. So, all right, Dallas got the ball first. Tell you what's happening. Play action fake. Dak Prescott. What a catch by CeeDee Lamb. Oh, he dropped. He didn't drop it. He caught it out of bounds. The Browns and the Ravens are going at it already. So, number 40 for Miami Dolphins out for the season. Okay, that's what's they don't put that on those reports. That's I think Nick Needham. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys already. So, all right, everybody. I'll see you 6:15 Eastern time. Thank you for coming in, and enjoy your football Sunday, everybody. I will give you a live after the game tonight. What happened between Portland and the Lakers? Dak Prescott sack, loss of 7, and Cowboys will be punting. So Detroit already flexing their muscle. See you this evening. Let me hear what Mr. Miami says. All right, you're not coming up? All right, family. I'll see you later on today, everybody. Have a good football Sunday. I'll be back 6:15, between 6:15 and 6:30 Eastern time. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for coming. Good thing I didn't cut that off, man. What's up, family?
What's up, man?
I'm good, man. You know, chilling. I had a good